Welcome to the Mixology Talk podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Julia, and we're the folks behind abarabove.com.
I'm the bartending expert behind A Bar Above. I also work with bars and restaurants to improve their bar programs.
And I run our bar tool company. I work with Chris to invent and create awesome new products. I work with our factories to make those products come out really good. And I chat with customers to make sure they like them.
Yeah, so together we're all about supporting bartenders and the craft cocktail community.
And drinking tasty cocktails.
Yes.
My favorite part.
This is episode number 158, and welcome to the new bar. Kind of. We're almost there. If you're listening on the podcast, you can definitely see it on the Instagram and also on YouTube as well, kind of the progress we're making on the bar. But we're excited.
Quite finished.
Yeah, it's going to be a little while still. But
getting there.
We thought we'd take the bar out for a good test drive on this podcast.
So for the last 5 years, we have pretty much been publishing whatever we felt like, whenever we felt like it. We haven't had a lot of rhyme or reason behind what we were publishing, except that we were always focused on bartenders, bar operators, and all the sort of trials and tribulations of being a bartender or a bar operator.
So along with our change in scenery with the bar and the new move, we felt like it would be time to probably grow up a little bit. And this week on this podcast, we're going to tell you all about it.
So as you know, our goal has always been to support the craft cocktail movement. And over the last 6 years, if you can believe it, we have created more than 800 articles, posts, recipes, videos, and podcasts like this one, trying to do just that.
Yeah, but with so many posts, most of them have disappeared into the internet ether, never to be found again.
The Google.
Which was sad because we made some really great nerdy content, which we're really proud of, but just doesn't really get any attention anymore. So things like, can you carbonate wine in a soda stream?
That was messy.
Yeah, it's very messy. The answer is no.
I mean, you can, but it's terrible.
Right, exactly. One of the other ones I really liked was the best way to clarify lime juice. We did it a couple different ways and kind of reported the results on that. That was really fun.
And of course, the time that Chris stole all of my spice jars to make a flavor library.
Like 30 of them. It was great.
And he never gave them back.
I still got them.
They're probably going to go on this bar somewhere.
Probably, yeah, exactly.
So how are we going to do that? Well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be launching a brand new website. It's going to be coming very soon. I was really hoping to have it live before this podcast comes out, but I'm not completely sure that's going to happen. Stay tuned for that. But what's really neat about this website is that we've completely revamped how we organize things. What we used to do is just show you what the most recent blog post was, which isn't a very good way to show you what we published in 2016. So what we've done is completely reorganized it, and we're reorganizing the content to show it to you in two different ways. First of all, there is a page for beginners, for enthusiasts, for bartenders, and for bar operators, so you can skip straight to the information that'll be most useful for you. And secondly, we've reorganized everything so that it's organized by topic. So if you're really into those super nerdy mixology topics, just go ahead and check out the mixology page, and you can skip straight to all these cool techniques, except carbonating wine. They'll be there, but I don't recommend it. You'll be able to find everything on that page, so you don't have to dig through tons and tons of history to find it.
Yeah, so you're still going to have all those great resources that you're looking for, a list of current cocktail competitions that are accepting entries, way to sign up for our Mixology certification, which I highly recommend. It's
totally
a great
biased.
course. I know, a little bit. And of course, some great articles, podcasts, and recipes along the way.
Just what you're used to seeing as well. So that's all great and wonderful with the new website, but what about the future? Well, we're doing one other big change, and that is instead of just publishing whatever we feel like it, whenever we feel like it, we're going to be focusing each month on a different topic.
So the first month is Rum Month. We're going to be focusing an entire month on kind of the ins and outs of rum, some of the basics, some of the advanced stuff. And if we had planned a little bit better, August 16th was Rum Day.
Totally missed it.
Yeah, oh well.
That was like a week ago.
Yeah, you know, that whole growing up thing didn't work out so well yet.
Yeah.
But we'll try it again.
Growing pains. We'll plan a little better.
Right, exactly. But we're not going to focus on just spirits for many, many months because that would kind of get old.
That'd be really
boring.
boring.
And,
yeah.
I mean, for
Selfishly,
some people, yeah,
I would be bored.
So we'll switch it up a little bit. Maybe a month we'll talk about techniques and really focus and drill deep on that. Or maybe a weird ingredient. Who knows? We're still kind of flushing this whole thing out, but we're looking forward to it.
But the nice thing about this is we're going to be able to focus on one thing each month. And so for the podcast, what you're going to see is we publish every other week. So we're going to do 2 podcast episodes per month. The first one's going to tend to be a little bit more basic. So for the rum example, it'll be sort of an introduction to rum, not like super basic. It'll still be useful, informative information for folks like bartenders, but it'll also be a great introduction to the spirit. Later on, it might be something like an introduction to infusion or, rimming cocktails.
Right.
You know, I made that up. I don't know.
A lot of different techniques, and the best part is we're going to be interviewing experts, so that way they can give us some great knowledge, hopefully fill in some of the knowledge gaps I know I have with some spirits and techniques for sure. But then the second part of that is going to be going really, really deep in some more advanced topics, so advanced rum and maybe some obscure rums that we haven't heard of, and really picking the brains of these experts to get even more deep information on each subject.
So going forward, that's what you can expect on the podcast. In the blog, what you're going to find is that we're going to do one big kahuna blog post each month on the topic at hand. It'll go over everything we talked about, both on the blog, in the podcast, and of course, in our Facebook groups.
Yeah, so it'll be a great resource for basically anybody that really wants to understand a specific topic from, I guess, soup to nuts, right?
Soup to nuts.
I don't even know what that means.
What's
but
the
it
bar
sounds
equivalent
impressive.
of soup to nuts?
I don't know.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. Huh. So anyways, it'll be a lot of fun.
So I actually slipped up a minute ago. You may have noticed that I said Facebook groups.
Plural.
And not Facebook group. That's the other big change coming. We're actually starting another Facebook group because the first one has been so successful. The one that you may remember us talking about all the time is not going away. The Craft Bartender Facebook group is actually more than 2,300 people now. I actually just this morning posted to ask a question about Jerry Thomas's cocktail book.
Yeah, he's got some kind of obscure measurements. And this one popped up that we asked the Facebook group community, and
I got an answer immediately.
Seconds.
It was awesome.
You guys are great.
So this group is definitely doubling down on our focus on craft bartenders, bar operators, anybody in the business, and anybody who wants to be in the business. So this is a more professional focused group. But if you're already in the group and you're an enthusiast, that's okay. You don't have to go anywhere. That's totally fine. I just want you to know that the content's going to be more professionally focused in that group.
Right. So the next group that we're starting is the craft cocktail group. So this one's brand new. And this group is really designed for kind of the home bartender, enthusiast, or anybody that wants to learn more about craft cocktails.
But again, the focus is on craft. We're not just going to be talking about, how do you make a cocktail with lots of vodka. There may be vodka, but we're really going to focus on, again, introducing the consumer, the home bar audience to the amazing craft cocktail movement and realizing that cocktails can be so much more than just what you might have had in your college dorm room.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad memories.
So just like our bartender group, which we're really, really proud of, it's focused on learning, support, and positivity. We're really there to kind of support the education and growth in the craft cocktail community and hopefully bring more people into it so they can enjoy our bars that we love to create all these fancy cocktails with.
So definitely come and join. Come join the group. It's over at barabove.com/group. There'll be a link to both of those groups there so you can go from there. And the reason you should join is because we're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff, not just the things that you already see in the craft bartender group, but we're also going to be doing contests like we already do. We're going to be sharing techniques. We're going to be sharing discussion, all that stuff. So it's going to be a fantastic way for you to get your questions answered and to be a part of a community of people who also really like craft cocktails.
And also share some of your knowledge with people that are interested in learning more. It should be a lot of fun for sure. So to kind of wrap it all up, we're not going anywhere. We're really excited for Bar Above 2.0, and we hope that you're excited as well.
Our goal always has been to make craft cocktails easier for everyone, whether you're a bartender, a home enthusiast, or the owner of a craft cocktail bar.
So as always, you can find the show notes over at mixologytalk.com/158 or a link to both groups over at abarabove.com/group. So definitely go check that out.
And keep an eye out because the new website should be coming any day now.
Echo, 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 echo.
Echo, echo, echo. That's like a voice training thing, isn't it?
I think it
echo,
is.
Echo, echo,
It is
echo,
now.
echo. Finger guns.
Boom, boom. Oh,
Those are really weird guns. Or they're like
phasers.
finger foxes.
Finger foxes. Welcome to the, what are we called?
Bird Turner. I think it's okay. I think we can do one more time.
Alright.
Bird Turner.
Bird-turters.
Is my hair okay?
So pretty. So pretty. How's my hair?
No.
No!
We're gonna wing it.
Wing it!